I did a thing, y'all. I took vacation. Memorial Day weekend, headed out to California, and it felt pretty good. I'm gonna give you all the details in this video. Stay tuned. Did you know that some specific physical activities and exercise can actually improve post-op pain? Let's get into it. I'm Chris Lopez, and this is Bionic Living. First of all, I want to shout out to my Bionic fam. Those of you who have been messaging me, giving me support, giving your own personal experiences right now. It's pretty awesome. Those of you who are preparing for surgery, just went through surgery, recovering from surgery, now living months after, years after surgery, specifically back fusion, or any kind, I think you're always going to benefit from my videos. So it's really important to like, subscribe, comment below. It's really nice to hear what other people are going through, and I do think I have some pretty good tips and recommendations to keep you inspired and keep you moving, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. Not a perfect tunnel, not a perfect light, but there is hope. So I think now I have 45 subscribers. We've doubled. It's pretty great. Thank you to all who have subscribed, and just keep tuning in, and hopefully I will be providing content that will benefit you if you've gone through, going through, or living with a post-op type of lifestyle. Per my usual spiel, this is not medical advice. This is anecdotal information from my personal experience with an ALIF, PLIF, L5-S1 spinal fusion. I've also had hip replacements, so a lot of this information I have is, again, personally from my own experience. So take it as you will, and let's get into the video's content. Okay, how beautiful are those pictures? Over Memorial Day, over a week ago, I recently visited some friends after this pandemic. I'm vaxxed, they're vaxxed, so I flew out to San Francisco, California. My friends live in Oakland. They were so nice to host me, house me, and I think they really helped me in my recovery after the spine fusion. I went to their house, and we the next day drove to Lake Tahoe area. Oh my God, the air is pure, the water is cold, but it was pretty good. We went to two different lakes. Of course, we went to Lake Tahoe one of the last days we were there, and we went to another lake called Lake Donner. Lake Donner was super cold, but super beautiful, and I think you can see it here. To be honest, this cold water in both of these lakes and these high altitude mountain areas was like therapy for my back. So I didn't mind. It actually made me feel a lot better. I will tell you, I went into this trip not feeling too hot, worried about the plane ride, worried about the activities that we'd be able to do, because my friends are super active people with 2 young children. And I was worried about how I was going to come out on the other end. If I'm going to be coming out of this vacation needing a sick day to recover from work, or who knows. So going into the vacation, the cold water of these lakes was phenomenal. And I will tell you, after my time on these lakes, I did feel better. We also had a paddleboard, an inflatable paddleboard. I wasn't too good. I fell a lot, but again, I was falling into the water, so I don't think I disrupted anything or injured anything else in the process. My friend and his wife, she was awesome, he was good, were gracious enough to let me try it, and by day 3, I was up on that paddleboard, moving pretty good, and I will say, it really helps tighten your core, and it helps produce and train the proprioception that you need in your nervous system to maintain balance in your body. So I think if I was compensating in any way after this surgery, that paddleboarding over my vacation has helped realign me in a sense. So with the cold water, the paddleboarding on this trip, I felt great. We did a little hiking, nothing too intense. Now mind you, I had been hiking months previously, 2 or 3 mile hikes, nothing big, but they were up and down altitudes. So, you know, it wasn't a flat trail, and I felt pretty good after those. Again, no issues with hiking on this trip. Later in the trip, we headed to Point Reyes Regional Park, which is gorgeous. If you've never been there, it's outside of San Francisco and has tons of hiking trails and equestrian trails. Is that how you would say it for the horses? It was phenomenal. I've done this trail before, years before I've had any surgery. Struggled then because I was having so much hip pain and back pain. And today, on this trip, no struggle. A lot of the trails were closed, and the goal of this hike, as you can see, is to get to the coast. These coastal views are uninterrupted. They are nothing but nature for miles. And on the way, certain paths were closed, so it was gonna take about 10, 12 miles to get to this, well, not 10 or 12 miles to get to it. It was gonna take 10 or 12 miles in the total loop to get back to where we started. So we did, I think, over 10 and a half miles to get to this beautiful vista. Came across some horseback riders, came across only a few other hikers. It was pretty dead that day. So finished the hike and I felt great. No pain. I felt better after the hike than before I started it. So hopefully I'll be pushing through some photos of this regional park because it is gorgeous. And I recommend it for your healing. So I was able to do some water sports. I was able to do some hiking. I completely forgot. I went boating. We went on a reservoir in the Lake Tahoe area. Friends of the family had a boat, and it was a speedboat, the one with the open seats in the front. I'll try and put a picture up to see what it looks like. And we were moving. People were tubing, people were wake surfing off of it. And my back stood up to the bumps on the waves and the speed of the boat. So that was okay. Again, I am 9 to 10 months out, okay? What else? I think that covers it. The last thing I want to talk about though is the plane ride. The plane ride is about 4 and some hours to get there and about 4 hours to get back. I have flown since my surgery as well, again to the West Coast, and it was not fun on that point, but this time I still took leftover tramadol, pre-medicated just in case I was stuck on this plane in immense pain. But to be honest, I felt pretty good and probably could have done without the tramadol. And I was able to enjoy my flight, able to nap, able to read, able to watch a few videos. So the travel wasn't bad either. So this is 9 to 10 months out. I'm feeling okay. I came back after this vacation feeling better than I went into it. So what is my takeaways from this 9 to 10 month period? Hiking, do it. Paddleboarding, try it. Swimming in freezing cold water, get in there, okay? Also, I think by stepping away from work, just taking some time off, lowering my cortisol levels, lowering my stress levels, also helps with pain. So these are my recommendations about vacation mode. Do it, get out there, be active, and I bet you're gonna feel better coming out of it than when you're going into it. Okay, Bionic family, keep on living that Bionic life, keep recovering, message me, and I will probably see you in a few weeks. Talk to you later.